We are late, but better late than never. Oh, and the signal is trash. I'm going to have to go fix the signal, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Right. Oh, shoot. Let's turn that up. You don't need to see that. Right. Put it out the way. Oh, looks like signal's getting better. Sorry, we are super late, but I had some errands to run today, things to take care of. Better late than never, though, right? What's up, Dave? Downhill? It's hot in here, man. It's hot in my garage. I gotta get rid of all this junk that's in here. Make room for the next toy. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and invite people up because we're super late. But that's all right. And if Nate, if you want to come up, you're welcome to. If not, no worries. I almost thought about canceling today, but clues to the new toy. I'm pretty sure I've shared it on here. Here's a clue, David. It's in. Hold on, I'll tell you which video to go watch. I think it's in my last video. Let's see. Let's go to my videos. Yeah, still went live. We might only get like 10 people in here today, but that's all right. Well, we're starting to get a few people. Let's see, David. It is in. Yeah, it's in. If you go watch the last video I made called the Phony S650 video, if you go watch that, the new car is in that video. The startup video, well, I would give that to you if that was physically possible, but it is not possible right now because the car is not running the way it sits right now. It will be, though. When we take possession, it will be. Actually, no, I can't even play. Like, I have a video of the engine running, but it's not in the car. And that video quality is trash. So I'll play it for you. You know what? It's such trash. I'll play it for you, and you can tell me what you think. I don't know what you're going to be able to hear, though, because it's unfortunately when I get messages sent to me, the quality goes way down. So here's the new motor. Oh shoot! Yeah, there's no way you're gonna get you guys, what do you hear? That's it. And here we go. Oh, there we go.
What's up?
What's up, Nate?
Everybody must have gave up on you or something.
No, I do it myself, dude. Like, unfortunately, like when I schedule them in advance, That's when I get like the most people. Unfortunately, like I knew that today was going to be kind of a wash.
You
So I
didn't know if
decided
you were going to have it. I think last week you even mentioned you didn't know if you were going to have it this week.
well, I just got back from a camping trip this weekend, and that was a crapshoot, dude. So like I had to pull my RV out of storage last month because I decided to move it, and it's been sitting in front of my house for about 2 weeks. And I took it camping, and I was gonna we usually do laundry, and then I go put it back in storage after we put all the bedding and stuff back in there.
Yeah.
And I have it at my house. Well, we broke a toilet flange, and so I had to repair that. Like it's under warranty, but like the warranty, they'll replace. It's an ABS flange. They will replace it with ABS, and there's like those metal partial flanges you can slide underneath it to do a different repair.
Yeah.
So that's $6. Whereas me to haul it all the way back to Camping World, it's an hour and a half away. So I'm probably gonna spend about $70 in gas. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I will let them do it.
Traffic is insane. I'm gonna be sending.
Maybe I will let them do it later, but not right now. So I went ahead and fixed it myself. It seems to be holding. We're gonna test it out here on our next trip. But while all that happened, which is why the kind of the topic of this, my awesome homeowners association decided to give me a cease and desist to tell me to get my RV off my property. So that's gone. I moved it. Like I've already kind of like told like my homeowner association sometimes drives me nuts because I get why they're good sometimes, why they can be good, and then I get why you don't want the house that's like got weeds growing 6 feet tall, right? But I don't like my RV in front of my property either. It's just, and I've told them why I put it there, like to load it and unload it. And this time it just happened to be a little bit longer because I was transitioning storage. But like it got me thinking, like, you know, they pick and choose what they want to find you on. So like technically Christmas, right? I go crazy on Christmas and my house looks insane.
Yeah.
And they could find me for my yard being trashed with lights, like completely covered. However, they look past that because I won obviously it's Christmas, but like also won the Jacksonville competition here. So I won the city.
Makes the community look good.
Yeah, I won the city thing. So like I texted the HOA president, like, man, I said, this is kind of messed up. I circled around the road because I had to turn around to, I had to fix a panel in there that came loose because they put these little crappy staples. So I used a finishing nail. I circled around, and just the half of a road that I drove, I took pictures of like 2 boats sitting on people's property. And I was like, I know there's like 30 more in this neighborhood. And so I sent it to the HOA president. I was like, look, I'm a reasonable guy. I'm going to move my stuff because I was planning to anyway. However, these have been here for years. So like
they don't have storage. They are stored in the driveway of their house.
Yeah, I was like, so these have been here for years. Like, is there a double standard, or are you guys going after them too? Because like this is baloney. Like I do follow the rules. I just had to hold it here for a minute. And then she's like, well, you're allowed to keep it in your driveway for like 10 days. I'm like, well, you know, when I'm going on like 4 trips in the next 2 months. So I was like, I park it in front of my house for probably 2 days or so to load it up, get it ready. And then we park it for 2 days when we come back to unload it, resupply it, and clean it up. And it's got we let it air out and all that, etc. So I was like, it's going to do that regardless. So I was like, don't fine me for that. That's. And so luckily our UPS driver is on our HOA board. So I got lucky. I just told, and he's a pretty reasonable guy. I was like, look, man, they're trying to, I got a cease and desist for this. He's like, yeah. I was like, let me just get your number. And he offered for me just to tell him when I'm doing stuff, and he'll just say, leave the guy alone. So I got his number. I'm just going to text him. But he said that like he said before he joined the board, he got a letter from them saying like, I don't know what happened. He had a car parked in his grass, I think. And they have to give you like a subsection of the covenants to tell you, what's up, Nolan? Of the covenants to tell you what rule you're violating. He said he was hit up for and the one they gave me didn't even make sense. It didn't even address RVs or trailers at all. Nothing. It just said that like what your parking spaces. You have 2 parking spaces, and they can be used by vehicles, basically. All right, great. So they didn't even talk about RVs. So I questioned that with the president. Well, he said he got hit because he had 2 cars parked he had a car parked in his grass, and instead of giving him the proper section, they gave him one that said, "You shall not repair a car in your garage." I said, "Well, guess what? I've got a whole channel pretty much dedicated to me violating this rule because I do it all the time. I'm always working on these things out my driveway, garage, etc."
That's absolutely insane. Like, I get like the idea behind them, but at some point there's a line to be drawn where, look, you're getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah, Nolan, are you sorry?
No, you're all good.
Nolan, are you the what's the Ruby? Not Ruby. Is it Ruby? Ruby Red. Ruby Red GT500? I think it's Ruby Red. The new one, right? Like the 2020 to 2022 black stripes. Yes, sir. I remember you. If that's who you are, I remember your car. Very nice.
So there's a
Riot. Okay, yeah. Yes, sir. I do remember you. Yeah, that was a good show. I got a video coming out on that here. It's already uploaded to YouTube. I just haven't made it live because I've been so busy. I've got a busy work life, so a lot of this summer, I don't know what my next job's gonna be like when I transfer. So I'm trying to make the most of the summer. So my upload schedule is gonna be a little all over the place here. All right, hold on. I should pin this thing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had the little boss, and then we got all the Power Wheels bosses for all my kids, and my garage is a disgusting mess right now because the car that's going to be parking in the spot that I'm sitting right now is not here yet. So I'm kind of taking advantage of that, letting my kids throw their junk in here, and then the moment I go pick it up, all their stuff's got to go somewhere. All right, let me pin this thing. Is it not going to let me pin it? I can't even pin my own comment. There we go. Boom. What's up, Mark? How you doing, sir? Yeah, you had a little Model 2 from what I remember. I think I put your car in the video. Yeah, it should be in there, I believe. Nolan, where do you live? Because I've seen you at the New River Speedway too. I think it used to be called Goodyear for the cars and coffee they were doing.
How much do you think this car is worth? It's got 36,000 original miles. It's a 93 Cobra.
Let me see. Hold on. It's a what?
It's a 93 Cobra.
36,000 miles?
Yep.
28,000.
Yeah. Hold on. You're going to be like, these people never get it.
I mean, I could be way off too. I mean, they're selling for stupid money.
Look at what I have. Well, look at what it's listed for.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
So I mean, maybe he'll get 50 out of it. Who knows? I don't know what they're actually worth. 30.
Well, it's been sitting for sale for a couple of months now. My buddy just sent it to me, and I'm like, I think I sent that to you like a month ago.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they don't. Maybe he doesn't want to sell it. Maybe his wife's making him sell it, and he's just put a crazy price on it.
Everything's for sale price.
Hey, no worries, Bama. I didn't mean to start this late, man, but I've got to I got to take care of my kids first, right? They're number one priority.
Life gets in the way.
Dude, this is a hobby for me, man. So if the moment I take this too seriously is the moment I should probably stop doing it.
Have you noticed I haven't put up no videos in like 3 weeks, a month? No, it's been well over a month. Other than some shorts.
Yeah, well, you got to enjoy what you're doing, right? Like I do have some videos filmed. I've got the last car show I went to. It's edited, ready to go. That's what I was telling Nolan about. I've got one that I owed Oxido because they sent me some taillights for the Sequoia. That's filmed. Just got to edit it. Or actually, have I edited it yet? It might have been edited already. I don't know. Nope, not done. Got to do that, and then that's going to be a short one. I'm doing that because I needed taillights, and then I've got one for my camper because I broke that flange, so I did a quick replacement because there's literally the videos on it are there's no videos. It's terrible. I can't be the only one breaking this, and like I don't use that bathroom because I feel like I'm a big man and I scare him to break it just like it broke. But I think it was broken when I got it. I think whoever installed it tightened it down too hard. But I tell you what, man, I get views on the Boss vids. I get views on a couple of the Fox vids. There's certain ones that get the views, but those camper ones, I've only done like 3 or 4 of them. But those camper videos right now are they're funding the blower. So I'm stupid if I don't keep doing a few of those every now and then.
No, I mean, if I always look at it as this one can you add value to something that is out there?
That's what I try to do.
I feel it's probably yes, because no one does videos on campers other than, hey, check this out for sale at Camping World.
Well, there's this dumb stuff that people are always asking the same questions to, and I don't know like what I'm sure that there's always multiple methods. So like water stains, right? If you have a camper, you're a good chance you're gonna have those black water stains like that run down like the side of a house, right? Yep. And honestly, man, I tried to use my waterless cleaner on them, and that crap wasn't coming off. I was like, geez, what is causing this? Then I found a method of something that is easily bought off the shelf that you would use to clean a car, but something a little bit more of a intense mess. But it took it off like it was nothing. And so I was going to make a short video on that because I'm sure, hopefully, that would get picked up.
And it probably won't be. And it probably won't even be just for that camper. It'll probably be every camper in America.
Yeah,
they all have that problem.
That's if I label it right. But like I couldn't. Like at first I let it get pretty bad, and it came off immediately. And so now actually, whatever like the stuff that I use, I think it kind of coated it a little bit, so it's actually been harder for it to reform. I haven't ceramic coated it though. I know a lot of people ceramic coat theirs, and I've debated it, but I also I like right now I got a cover on mine. Nolan says he lives in Sneed's Ferry, so you're not far from me at all. No, I live in Jacksonville, Nolan. You're actually south of me, so you drove further for that Mac Daddy show than I did. Is anyone else live right now? I don't even know.
I didn't even look. I literally got on YouTube and clicked on this. I got home, ate dinner, came out, and it was already waiting for you.
Yeah, I literally just, I literally finished up and came outside. Yeah, I washed mine today because I had to get it out of here because my homeowner association was threatening. They were threatening, but it's always threatening when you get a letter from them. But I can't wait now. But now because of that, I really want to get the next car, and it's already going to be pretty good, pretty deep and loud. But I really just want to throw the Super 10s on almost immediately just to make it like neighbor hater material.
The thing is there such a thing as homeowners association hater? Because I feel like your neighbors probably won't hate you.
My neighbors, no, I feel like I am in the good graces of everyone in my neighborhood because I put up the Christmas lights. Like I'm that guy. Everybody knows the house. So like, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm in everybody's good graces. So whenever I hate to say it like that. Like I get indignant whenever I get anything from the homeowner association that's like negative about my yard. I was like, because literally I've been here for 4 years, and every year I've done my crazy light display. Every year, the number of houses that have put up lights has doubled, like every single year.
Makes a difference.
And not only that, but like people used to wait until like 2 weeks before Christmas to put their lights up. Well, I was doing it right after Halloween because I've got so many to put up. It just takes me forever. So our neighborhood is decorated longer with even more people each year. Let's see. No one says, "Oh, ho, Karen." Well, you guys know the story of the car cruise I did. That wasn't even the homeowner association. I set up a birthday cruise for my son, and I posted the video on my neighborhood page. And some lady's like, "I didn't see it. Why didn't this go by my house?" I was like, "Well, I scheduled this for my son's birthday, and I posted the route so people could go watch if they wanted to." And she's like, "Well, you should have planned this by my house." I'm like, "Are you insane? What is wrong with you?"
Maybe she should go plan one for herself.
Oh my God. Well, then I kind of posted the comment on a bunch of the local Mustang pages. She's like, "How about we plan a personal cruise for her by her house at 2 a.m.? I'm like, "No, I'm not that guy." Saturday's my birthday, so me and my dad are driving his GT500 to a place in Jackson. Hey, what's your Nolan? What GT500 does your dad have? So you both have one?
Finally, God. I rammed a splinter through my finger.
Oh, it's your dad's GT5. I got it. I got you, Nolan. I'm tracking now. Happy birthday, sir. Where are you going in Jacksonville? I might be doing on Saturday, I'm not sure. I think there might be an event here in Jacksonville on Saturday. But I don't know what I've got going on, so. Oh, the trampoline park? Yeah, my son actually has a gift card to there. We haven't taken him yet. Toenail cut out today. Yeah, Pinks. I've got 2 angry ones right now, and I really need to go probably get them looked at. But my work is. Oh, it's still numb. Well, you're in for the happiest day ever when that numbness wears off. All I remember is that when that numbness stuff wore off, it was like immediate, and it immediately felt like someone was driving a screw into my foot.
Got a toenail cut out. Cut off or cut out?
Cut out.
What, like an ingrown toenail?
Well, you can get like half a toenail cut out, which is what I had done. And they literally they go straight under the nail and they snip it all the way to the cuticle. And it's no bueno. Both are bad. Both are bad. Losing a whole nail and getting part of it cut out, they're both equally bad. Because they're both going to feel the exact same. They both hurt a lot. Yeah, so you've been driving your car at all?
Not really.
Yeah.
I went and got ice cream in it the other night. And I think I drove it one day for work. That was it.
So the Skip Barber Racing School is near the end of the month. And I'm probably taking the boss out there.
That would be fun. How far away is it?
So, bud.
Go to bed.
Going to bed? All right, hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, bud. All right. It's at VIR, so it's, I don't know. I haven't put it in my GPS. I'll do it right now. Let's see. I got to book a hotel, too. I haven't done that either. What I should do is see if there's any people I know who live out there.
Keeping it cheap. I got it.
Dude, I got to save as much money as possible.
There's a blower to buy. When are we doing the 36-hour live? Come on, we'll get there.
Well, it's 3 hours. 3 hours.
That's not too bad.
No, it's not. And I got to go through Raleigh, through Durham. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that. I don't think I'm going to be able to film though. Like they haven't given me the blessing to film like the school like while driving. So I'm probably going to keep a GoPro in my pocket, and if they put me in there by myself, I'm probably just going to stick it on the window until they tell me don't do that.
I don't know why they wouldn't want you to, because if you're putting it on a YouTube channel or really anything, you're not being an idiot. You know, you'd think they would want people to promote this, be like, this is sweet. This is like what the real experience is.
And honestly, I think I'm like, as far as like doing stuff out in public, I'm probably one of the most responsible YouTubers there are, because I'm not willing to do anything that would get me in hot water with no work.
I don't blame you. Got new carpet in my house. Well, at least in our bedrooms. The only place there was carpet.
Yeah, I need to get new carpet upstairs. I need to drive the boss some more, so I do want to do a video comparing, like we talked about last week, comparing the power stops to the OEM brakes. Because usually, I don't know about you, but my fronts get way dirtier than the rears.
They were atrocious. If I drove to the store 10 minutes away and came back, my wheels were brown.
Yeah, and so now with the power stops up front and the standards in the rear, to show that my rears are dirtier than my front, that's what I want to do.
My fronts get so bad, I actually question if my rears even work sometimes.
Well, I will say this. So I went to the drag strip, right? And shortly after that is when I started noticing that I thought my front brakes might be going out. So I started hearing a light
squeal,
grinding noise, whatever you want to call it, whatever the wear pads are, right?
Yeah.
And when I changed them, I was fully ready to change the rears, but the rears still, I'd say they had like probably half their depth on them. So the fronts definitely bite more.
Yeah. I wonder if it'd make a whole lot of difference if it's somebody, like everybody talks about doing the GT 500 upgrade on the front. I wonder if it'd make a difference if you put them just in the back.
Well, I'm wondering,
even braking.
It did make me wonder if I need to I wonder if I need to bleed the rear a little bit, but probably not, because I mean, it would probably be pushed out by now. I do want to get the boss back to the drag strip, but I got when I go, I got to make sure that I'm sitting there, someone I trust is there. So I'm going to probably bring the older two boys, and
you don't want to stand by yourself.
No, they're not going to sit there by themselves. And I mean, maybe when they're a little bit older, or Leighton is a little older, but he's only 8 right now, right? And so, do I really want to feel the wrath of mom by leaving them by themselves?
We went with my buddy's dad back when we were that age.
No, I haven't seen it, and I also haven't even seen the the 9th one. I've seen part of it. It's on HBO. I haven't finished it. I was watching it with my boys. I need to finish watching it. Leighton, who just came in here, I let him start watching Gone in 60 Seconds with me. He decided to go to bed midway through it, so he's been wanting to finish it.
Who would want to go to bed in the middle of it?
He's tired. I mean, I'm glad that he has that kind of presence of mind.
Responsibility.
Yeah.
Now, as a kid, you had to fight to go to bed.
Yeah. Did you watch? I wasn't able to watch any of it. You guys see the NASCAR at Le Mans?
No, I didn't watch any of that.
So the Le Mans 2400, right, or 24 hours, not 2400. It was the first. It was the 100th anniversary, I believe, and Hendrick Motorsports entered a highly modified Chevy Camaro stock car.
Yeah, it was Dodge 56, I think, was the ones that owned or drove it.
Yes, and they had 200 more horsepower than the GTE cars, but they were also 400 pounds heavier or more. But they were I guess they ended up having a driveline issue, and they were down for an hour and a half of the race. But before that, they were just dusting the GTE cars. But there's so many great like videos on Instagram and TikTok of everyone's obviously putting like Freebird to it or whatever. Or is it Freebird? Yeah, I think so. I think it is. But like they're passing in the middle of the night, right? They're just showing the clips of the night racing, which is just freaking insane how fast they're going. But they're blowing by the hypercars that would normally like leave it in the dust. It's awesome.
Have you ever gone? So I know you go out to Charlotte. You're not a huge NASCAR fan or anything, but have you ever gone to like Hendrick Motorsports right around the corner from Charlotte Motor Speedway?
No.
That is a compound. It is ridiculous.
I'd love to.
Oh, this is a place I think you should take your boys. Have you ever heard of the North Carolina? Let me think here. Let me look it up. I think it's the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame.
I know. Yeah, I think that's in Charlotte.
It's in Mooresville.
Okay.
It is. I think, like, I've been in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Like, we went the week we were down there. We went to all the shops we've been there before, but my aunt never has. And we went to NASCAR Hall of Fame. That place was really cool. I mean, every square inch is jam full of all kinds of history, from moonshining all the way up through. And it's all donations.
I'll have to check that out for sure. What was I going to say? Gosh, I had something.
Sorry, didn't mean to just.
No, you're good, man. Are you typing Chinese? No. If you're seeing Chinese, your chances of is it Vietnamese? Did your wife play with your phone? I need to get it. Something's up on my phone. Well, it's not great. I need to call T-Mobile because they were supposed to be looking into warranty for me.
Do you have an iPhone?
No.
No.
Dude, I don't pay. I'm at the point now where, like, even the bad phones are as capable as the older, like my S9 Plus I used to have. And so that's all I need. So, like, I bought the T-Mobile Revel 6 Plus, which was bigger than, like, the Samsung at the time. And I love this phone. Unfortunately for me, I'm very unlucky. And I put a screen protector on it, and I was at the gym, and I had it down. And the screen protector literally goes to the edge, but there's still a little bit of glass on the outside of it, just like the teeniest amount. And this like weightlifting, there's like one of those pull down bars. I rested it against the machine, and it had like an edge around the end, and it fell down and it hit my phone. And I was like, oh, I hit my screen protector and cracked it. And then I look at it, and no, it literally was able to catch that teeny little fraction that wasn't covered by the screen protector, and the glass underneath my screen protector cracked. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
I did that with my iPhone. So right here on the edges, right where the screen ends, so where my fingernails against the screen protector. So from here to the case, I had something up here in this cabinet. My phone was sitting here like this. I pulled it out of the cabinet, and it tumbled, and it hit right on the corner. Screen protector perfectly fine. Screen shattered underneath.
Sublime asked about the incoming car. Let me see. Where's the question? I mean, here's an update. I played it earlier, but I'll play it again. So, I'll go ahead and say it. Huge shout out to MJI, because he is going above and beyond here. He definitely is doing things he doesn't have to do. He took the motor for the car to the guy he all the way up to Buffalo, to the guy who built the motor, to have him go through it, make sure everything's A-okay. And this is a terrible quality video because my phone, for whatever reason, trashes text videos. But you can hear it. Car sounds horrible. probably can't hear that at all, can you?
Yeah. I can't hear it now, barely. I could hear it when you had it putting up.
But, yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm freaking excited, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see it, dude. Like, I gotta find a way to save for rubber for the new shoes I bought for it, and still save for the boss, and not touch that money.
Too many toys, not enough money.
Well, I gotta be smart. We're going on. We had some trips booked this summer, and then today, me and my wife booked 2 more. And so like I said, dude, my priority is my family, and I know what my time is like until I'm done with this current tour. My next tour, I don't know what my schedule is gonna be like. So I'm trying to make the most of the summer with the kids. And if I can fit car events in there, awesome. But they love camping, and we're gonna take them camping a bunch. Campground on base is like the best deal ever. It's impossible to beat. I booked like a whole week for like $200.
Wow. Now, is that just for the base that you're at, or is that for any base in the U.S.?
That's for most bases. So like Charleston was the same way. I was going to go to Charleston. I had it booked. And I've started OnlyFans. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it with my like gross feet that need a nail pulled. I'm sure there's some sicko out there who likes that kind of stuff. Hey, what's up, Eris? Now you got me distracted. What were we talking about? I need
Talking about priorities.
Oh yeah, but like the base one, man, it's here at least it's awesome because like $30. One side of the campground is the Intercoastal Waterway, the other side's the beach.
Wow.
Yes. And they've got bungalows out there you can rent. They're brand new, they're renovated. They're so nice. And it's like it's the same price as a hotel, like a normal hotel. So you can rent a whole bungalow on the beach for not very much.
I couldn't believe how cheap it was to stay at Charlotte Motor Speedway and to go to the races.
How much was that?
$175 with tax and fees for the week.
That's awesome.
That's right on turn 4. I was probably like 100. Well, you could see me in the background. I was sitting at the camper. $175 for that spot.
Are there full hookups?
No hookups.
Oh.
But they do have a truck that goes around, pump out and fill up. It's like $42. And we filled up one time in the week.
Filled up water?
Yeah, and the shower houses are right up over, like right at the top of the hill. You just walk up.
I could do that with my boys, but if the wife was going, she'd be like, nah. But like, honestly, the cool thing is, so Layton's probably going to be starting, if it all works out well, we're trying to get him to travel baseball, and rather than paying for hotels, we're just going to pull our camper wherever we go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I just want to I need to get a inverter generator though, so I can go off grid. So honestly, living in a camper with an inverter generator is probably going to be cheaper than that camper is going to be more fuel efficient than my truck. I get 7 miles per gallon hauling that thing. It's like a gigantic wind dam behind me.
The Sequoia is built like a snowplow in itself as well.
Yeah. I mean, I love that truck, and it's been super reliable. It's just, geez.
My boss, so his son raced, what was it? Go-karts when he was younger. And they traveled all over. And he towed it with the Sequoia. It was a 24-foot box trailer. He had 3 sets of tires, 2 carts, and all the tools and basically 2 engines laying in the back.
You guys want to see a clean picture of the engine? Let's see. What's up, Laguna? You're not late, Laguna. I was late. I didn't even know what time I was going to start.
Oh, he's even got it's got the Ford Motorsport valve covers.
Dude, and that itself is a conundrum for me. You know why? Because I bought these from Gary. And I still like these. So I'm debating if I want to hold on to these and switch them every now and then, or if I want to sell these or give them away in a 10,000 subscriber giveaway if I ever get there. But I really like these too. So it hurts my soul to try to figure out what I want to do. These things are super nice, and I was so excited to pick them up because I was going to put them on my old car. But now I don't know what to do because the Ford Motorsport, that's the legacy right there.
I like the other ones better. I like the aluminum valve covers, not so much the painted ones, but I mean, it's all on personal preference too.
Maybe what I need is I just need to buy another Fox body, right?
There you go. Or buy a 79 Ford or anything that's got a small block Ford in it. Doesn't have to necessarily be that.
Yeah. Maybe I need to get a F-250 square body.
There you go.
With a 5.8. I think those will fit a 5.8.
Should.
What's up, Ken? Yeah, I know they do Laguna, but I've got the painted valve covers that match my paint that JLT used to do back in the day before they decided they weren't making any money on those. So I've got that, and I couldn't switch away from those. I know the metal ones you're talking about though. They're like aluminum and they're blue, and it says like Boss on the side.
You can get the other different ones than that too, because I've looked into them. I think there's Ford racing ones too.
I'd probably be more apt. I'd want Ford Performance. Have you seen the new logo for Ford Performance?
Mm-mm.
It looks like trash. Let's find it.
I don't like the Ford Performance original logo. It doesn't look bad, but like I had Ford racing everything. So like guys have the Ford Motorsport from back in the day. I'm a Ford racing person. So like I was upset when I actually found the catch can. I found a Ford racing one for something. I'm like, I wonder if I can modify that to fit.
I'm not a huge fan.
No. They're trying to be European.
I'll hold it up so everybody can see. Yeah, that's exactly. It looks like an F1 kind of logo or something.
Yeah. Nope.
What's up, Tony? Yeah.
They're appealing to a market they will never get.
Ken just sent me this. Ken, East Coast Ken, he's local to me. He just painted the hood for one of his cars. They're pretty good. Yeah. He offered to do the new car, but I think the MJI's helped me out with that. But here we go.
I'm sorry, you posted that Ford Performance logo and it just made me want to puke. So I had to jump on and say that.
It looks terrible.
It is horrible looking. I will go. Their old one looked great. Still prefer Ford Racing.
Yeah. I'm debating whether or not I want to get another Ford Motorsport banner for my Fox body.
Yeah.
I had one on the old car and I liked it a lot, but I don't know if I want to get another one.
I thought Ford was already back in F1. Tony.
No, they're not back officially yet. So they're going to be. It's like a year. It's either next year or the year after. But they will be powering the Red Bull team. But right now they're still running the Honda motors.
Okay.
Which I think is kind of. I don't know why they're switching because they're destroying everybody with the Honda motors.
Yeah.
I know it's all about money, but whatever. I'm excited to see the GT3 race in 2024. I'm curious how well it does compared to the competition. But watching the NASCAR just tear down that track was awesome. Like I didn't even watch the race; I just watched some highlights, And I was like, man, this is the greatest thing ever.
And that's the thing is when I seen that, I was like, that's modified, but that's not a lot of modified from a stock car. Like when I say stock car, what they run on the track in NASCAR.
Yeah, the stock car. I remember when stock cars were actually more like stock cars.
Well, back in the day, don't they have like limiters now? They used to be able to go as fast as they could. And so like that.
They definitely have limiters now.
That one guy, what was the racer who holds like the fastest lap? He was like doing like 2:28 or something like that.
Talladega.
But it was like early 90s, late 80s, I think. Guy was doing like 2:28.
Yeah, they started putting restrictor plates on them.
Years and years of changes and restrictions on engines. But I still remember when the cars themselves, the bodies were slightly modified stock cars.
Yep.
Here, I found it. So Bill Elliott, he holds the fastest NASCAR speed in history. When he's qualifying for Talladega, he hit 2:12.8.
What year? 86? 87?
87. I remember watching those qualifications at the time.
Yep, Tony looked it up too. Yep.
It used to be one of those things I used to actually have in memory, but because I saw it happen. Just I wasn't there, but I saw it happen on TV.
Well, I'm glad that I'm just impressed that because there was I was reading some of the highlights because I didn't get to watch everything Laguna, but they said like the NASCAR it got stuck out in the rain a few times on slicks, so that means that the aero was doing something to help it a little bit.
Well, I wonder if it was on full slicks or if they were trying to use. So NASCAR started messing with having groove tires to run in partial rain.
Well, he had rain tires too.
Okay.
He just didn't put them on until it was needed. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, let me see if I can find. Let's see. NASCAR.
Oh.
Well, I just want to find the night pass and not. Let's see.
I'm like super beat tonight. I don't know what it is. I mean, I got home from work today, and all I did was wash my car and then cut the front yard.
Sounds like a full day.
Washing my car is a bit of and I'm not done with the car. I just washed it, got it done, got it dried, and got it in the garage. And now I gotta try and do some paint work because it's starting to get bad.
That's what happens when you use them.
The paint on my car is really starting to get bad. It used to look so nice.
All right, hold on. Let's get the mic close because the sound is awesome. The pretentious boom mic, as we call it now.
We've had onwards with the Ferrari, we've had an onboard with the Caddy. Let's have a bit more Americana. A ride with Jimmy Johnson.
The hell is that? Is it LED brake lights in front of him or something?
Yeah, he's passing a.
Nice.
They put the light on there, I think, for whenever it goes to raining and all the spray, you can see the car in front of you.
But,
it's supposed to be a flashing light because sometimes it's a camera will pick up an LED as a blinker, depending on the frequencies.
So at road courses, NASCAR runs. They got blinkers because they got rain tires, and that's because the spray is so bad and you're so close together, you can't judge where it's at. So they made them put it on there. So I'm assuming they do that there too.
Probably. What's up, Sublime?
What's up? What's up?
What up, Sublime?
Oh,
what's going on, Nate?
Living the dream.
Or as Gary likes to say, somebody's dream at least.
Where are you at? Your voice sounds like you're in a container.
I'm on my non-pretentious microphone in my vehicle.
Oh, you're in your car. Why are you?
I'm in that. No, I'm in.
So my $40 to $50 microphone is somehow less pretentious than the microphone attached to a GT500.
I'm not in the 500. I'm in an F-150 Platinum.
Oh,
still.
My bad.
F-150 Platinum, $70,000. Okay.
Hey, it cost me $0.
Hey, zero is always good.
Yes, 0 is
I
good.
wish I could have paid that for my truck, but that's what I owe on my truck, so that's always good.
After having this thing for just a week, dude, I'm already convinced that I'm going to tell my boss when it comes time for me to actually get a new vehicle or newer. I don't want a Ranger. I want an F-150, and it's got to be a Coyote one because I don't not want. I like the Coyote one. I don't know why.
And Platinum, yeah. Good luck on getting a new Platinum. They've jumped in price.
No, it won't be a brand new one. It'll be like an 18, somewhere around there.
Still, the price on those right now is still pretty high.
Didn't you say that has like 230,000 miles or something?
Almost 219. It'll probably hit 219 on this trip that I'm about to make right now.
How's it running?
Runs great. It definitely needs some front end work. Like it needs some ball joints or some wheel bearing hubs. Something in the front needs to be
Probably
done.
all of it.
Probably all of
it at this point.
But the transmission and the motor drive great.
Yeah,
that's really what's important.
See, you like that because now you can bounce off the modern day Explorers and you won't even notice it.
Yeah. Now I can make it my biatch.
I will be right back.
I was gonna say something and then my brain just fried out of me again. Don't remember.
Yeah. Well,
I had a thought and then it went away.
Well,
yeah.
Better than having a fart that it goes away.
Yeah, that too.
I need to get. I got a couple of videos I got to put up. I got a car show one that's coming up that I just did for the local veterans of foreign wars, and then I got a taillight one that you guys won't care about for my daily, and then I got a camper one where I was fixing the pooper flange.
So you putting some new tail lights on the Sequoia?
Yeah, one of the companies that I've already done a video for, they reached out to me again to do another one. They wanted me to do it. They keep trying to get me to switch the lights in the Boss. Like I've already done LEDs in the Boss. I'm not doing that. And they're like, well, what other cars do you have? I'm like, well, I've got a daily, which you guys have already given me lights for. And they're like, well, what else do you want to try? I'm like, I don't know. It's like,
new tail lights are always nice. I like some new tail lights.
Well, they gave me new taillights, and it was good because I actually noticed that there's an inner and outer light. The inner one's on the hatch, and one of them was out. So I got to replace them, and they are significantly brighter.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I like how you think there, Victor. I was actually thinking that. I was like, I could actually supercharge this thing if I wanted to.
Well, if you're gonna worry about tuning it, then you want the 3.5 EcoBoost. You tune an E5 3.5 EcoBoost, it outruns the Coyote.
Yeah, it does. That 3.5 Eco is nice.
I just like how the Coyote sounds much better than the EcoBoost.
I agree. There's a pretty awesome video, and it's a little older now, but the guy was comparing they have a 2.5, right? There's a 2.5?
2.7.
2.7. The 2.7 EcoBoost, the 3.5 to the 5.0. And
3.5 is the way to go.
Stock, the 5.0 wins. When you tune it, the 3.5 destroyed everything.
And the 3.5 with the right exhaust actually doesn't sound bad. For a V6, it can sound really good. That turbo whine it gets to if you do it right. It's just pretty sweet because it's got a twin turbo on it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so damn powerful when you tune it. But for towing, the 3.5 is actually the highest rated towing.
Yeah, I know. It's higher rated torque.
Well, how much more strain are you putting on the motor though? Like with the overall, like what the longevity wise, the Coyote's going to last longer.
They're saying the Coyote will probably last longer, but they're not saying you're going to get under like 200,000 miles on the 3.5.
Yeah. Well, I want to offload my wife's Explorer before it hits 100,000.
And look, Barbecue Mike agrees. The 3.5 can tow. It can tow really well. Like if I were to actually have to go back down to a F-150, I would get the 3.5 for towing.
I mean, I would too. But I prefer, honestly, see, I want to go test drive I want to go test drive one of the new Tundras just to see what that their twin turbo V6 can do. But I'm more interested in their 5.7 still.
Yeah, for me, the only reason I can't go to an F-150 is because you cannot get a crew cab long bed in an F-150. You get a crew cab little miniature bed.
I wish Toyota would build a heavy duty truck for towing.
What, like the Tundra?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it the Tundra that truck?
I'm talking about like a Super Duty, like equivalent of a Super Duty.
Oh, they don't need to. The Tundra is actually a really good truck.
They
The
are.
Tundra's
The newer ones are really the new one coming out is really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. They're still having, as far as my buddy's a service advisor for a local Toyota, and they're still having loads of issues with those things.
Mm.
And honestly, if you look at it though, like, all right, I hate I love Ford, sure, I love my Mustang, but you want to compare it. Their loads of issues are comparable to the normal issues that Fords have on their models. They're just, usually the old 5.7, those things were pretty bulletproof and you never need anything. But they're not, they used to be known for being like 1,000,000-mile motors, and they're just not that anymore. What the heck bit me? Something bit me, man. God bless.
Huh. Probably somebody from the Transmission Hotel.
No, we went camping, and I was packing stuff up, and I'm pretty sure I got bit by fire ants and was taking.
They said, "Yo, the food's getting low in here, man. We need a refill."
Well, we brought the dogs camping, man. We brought.
You think that's pretty bad? You should try my car because it's got no cats and running E85. So when I fire that up in the garage with the door closed, it's bad. It is bad.
Oh, yeah.
It instantly makes your eyes water.
We brought the dogs camping, Matt, and the campground we were at. Apparently, they got issue with stray cats. They've been live capturing them and sending them away. Well, there's 2 cats that they said are eluding their cages, and they just know not to go eat that food that's in there. And I was asked the guys, like, is it this one and this one? And I described them. I was like, yeah, it's those 2. Those 2 cats were like tormenting Brutus. Like, they would come within 10 feet of him, knowing how long his leash was, because they had been watching him, and they just sit there. And they were trying to like take his dog food.
They were taunting him.
Well, they're lucky that I hate cats, so they're lucky I didn't feed them to them. So
I love cats. They taste just like chicken.
Hey, what's up?
Being assholes.
And our cats are being assholes normally.
Yep.
All is well. For now, all is well.
Privileged white male. But really, are you that privileged?
Yeah, come on.
He's semi-local to me. He's down south.
I was thinking of if you saw my Facebook post, trading in my white privilege card.
Yeah. That's Carolyn's post that I stole that you stole from me.
Oh, I stole it from somebody other than you.
You stole it from me, and I stole it from Carolyn.
I drove an F-250 not too long ago, but the one I drove, someone put a lift kit on it, and they didn't do a great job because the steering wheel was wobbling over 60 miles an hour, and
awesome.
It was just not great.
Right.
Yeah, what year was it?
A 19.
Yeah. Okay. Those can have that problem with that death wobble too.
Well, it was also just. It was the 6.2. 6.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not
the gas.
And honestly, yeah, the gas 6.2, and it, that's a pretty decent sized motor still, but that truck was being lifted. I mean, it felt slower than my daily does.
Yeah. My truck feels lifted because I parked next to a lifted Toyota right now. And it's a heavily lifted Toyota, and I'm still taller than it.
Nice.
Because the stock on mine they're just huge.
Huge.
What size are the tires on that? I know they're 19.5 wheels.
Yeah. You're asking me? I don't know. Expensive size?
Yeah. My buddy, he's got
They're like
that
$400 a piece.
Yeah, he actually got the depth wobble with his 450, same as yours. His is a 21 or 22.
Mine's a 21. I've never
Because
had that problem in both my 350 or my 450.
he had it with his 450. It's got like 25,000 on it. He put semi steer tires on it, or I guess not semi, but like box truck semi steer tires on the front. Got rid of the ones that came on a factory. Got an alignment. He says this thing drives better than it ever did.
Yeah, I do want to change the tires on it, but I more want to go to a more off-road style tire. But when you got 6 tires to replace, it's a little bit of a, for that size, no matter which one you buy, that size, they're expensive.
That is.
I don't know, Mustang. How bad is your mileage? Because towing my camper, I was getting 6 or 7.
I get like 11 to 13, depending on how I'm driving and how fast I'm going.
That Sequoia gets horrible. It was built at a time when gas was about as cheap as she gets, and now I suffer for it.
Hey, that's when I bought my diesel truck. Is when diesel was under $2 a gallon. Back in 21.
Yeah,
early 21.
But man,
Less
than 10 unloaded.
You guys were talking about this 3.5. So it's a joke between us because he went out, he had a 6.0 diesel, hauled a 30-foot camper with 2 slide outs with it. He's pipeliner, so he traveled for work. And he got so sick of putting money into a 6.0. It had 260,000 miles. He's like, I'm done. And just set him injectors again. He says, I'm done. Traded in and bought a 13 EcoBoost F-150. And he towed it from upstate New York, that same camper, all the way to Illinois for work. And it's either eco or boost. And he said, whenever you're towing, it is all boost. He said, because I got 4 miles a gallon towing. He had to stop at Buffalo to get gas because he was almost out. And he filled up before he left, which is about an hour and a half from here.
Yeah, I know. Michael's busy. He's on YouTube.
Oof. Yeah, Laguna. I don't know, man. I've never transferred a car anywhere other than driving it myself or having a friend drive it. I don't trust anyone.
I've done the U-Haul rentals back before I owned my own trailers.
U-Haul's pulled really well.
Pulled my own. It's pretty easy, and it'll save you a shit ton of money, and you won't have to worry about them like Tony said about them transferring it to like 3 or 4 different people.
Yeah.
No, when we set my wife's car went from Washington to my sister's house on the same exact truck. Mine did not.
Yeah.
Mine got towed, put on a flatbed at my house, and arrived on a semi here.
Wow. U-Hauls tow really well too. They pull pretty nice. But the
and their new ones, the new trailers they have are aluminum. If you get one of those, they're super lightweight too.
Are they? Because all their trailers that I saw were still 2,500.
If you can find one, but they're hard to find. They're replacing those old steel ones with aluminums, lighter weight. Yeah, so you could actually pick them up with one hand and set them on your.
Because when I hauled my Fox out to Foxtoberfest.
You got one of those galvanized, like I did. They're heavy as hell. I think those weigh about 2,500 pounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna tow the new car back here too. So.
Yeah, where from?
Charlotte. So it's gonna be like 4 hours.
But okay.
Probably a little longer because I'll be going so slow. Actually, I'll tow a car faster than I'll tow my trailer.
Yeah. Well, I tow my 24-foot car.
See, the problem is if I I could go get my dad has a car trailer and it's got brakes on it, as opposed to using the U-Haul, the gravity or the inertia brake or whatever the heck you want to call it.
Right.
But the whole point is to surprise the kids. So if I haul a trailer out there, I'm obviously pulling it for some reason.
Yeah, I will say the U-Haul trailers aren't bad. They're pretty stable. I never had a problem with one. I do prefer having brakes, my electric brakes. In my trailer that I have now, my enclosed has a triple axle.
Yeah,
so that's nice. Really stable, but even my flatbed tows really well. It just doesn't back up well because of that one axle being a little bit offset.
I've been using that Bluetooth brake controller that everybody said they wouldn't trust, and I've had no issues. I've been using it on my camper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, it's reliable. I've been using it, and
they've come a long way since the first one I tried.
Well, I mean, Kurt put it out. Kurt's a pretty reputable company. I don't think they.
It wasn't Kurt when I got one. It wasn't a Kurt brand. It was something else, and I was just trying it to see if it would work, so I didn't have to wire one in. And then came to find out that I already had the wiring built into my Chevy, and all I had to do was buy one and attach it.
Yeah, I like it. Like it's also nice that, say, like I have another SUV that I want to tow with instead of mine. I can just put it in my pot, or take it with me, plug it into that one, and boom, brake controller.
That's kind of nice.
And you program profiles, so like depending on what you're pulling, you could set it differently. So say I do end up getting a car hauler, and I need a little more brake power out of it, I could save that to like profile 2, and I can name it, Mustang, Boss 302 on trailer, and then the other one be my camper.
Right.
The biggest reason why I think yours is I don't mind, because I watched your video on it because I was very curious, is the fact that even if you lose connection, it still functions as the setting you left last. So I don't see where it's unreliable.
Everybody was freaking out about it. I think that's where everybody says, oh, hell no, because they assume automatically that your phone has to be up. Like you don't even have to have the app open on your phone. As long as you did the initial setup, it's going to operate on the last save setting it was used on.
As long as you don't lose power to it.
Yeah, I mean,
you lose power to it, you've got no brakes anyway.
Which you're going to have that problem with any controller.
Exactly. If you lose power to it, you got no brakes anyway. It's like when my connector comes unhooked sometimes. I know because I lose my lights, but then my truck will tell me the trailer's no longer hooked up. And then I lose brakes, which means I really need to switch out the plug because the plug itself is old. It's just loose.
But I've had good luck with it, and it's only thing I don't like is that once I've unhooked, right, I've got the strap that comes with it's kind of crap. You got to strap it around the cap that usually holds it in, and it's garbage. And so it was pretty expensive, so I zip tie it to my car. But then again, when I park, I don't want to leave it there either, so I have to always cut it off so no one steals it. But it's worked good for me. I wish I had done a better video, but I rushed that one out. I definitely went faster than I needed to, but also I had my kids with me, and it made it very, very frustrating. Let's put it that way.
I thought it was a good video.
Yeah. Well, it would have been better if I had
any research on one. I'd have probably watched yours, been like, yeah, it's good enough. I'll figure out the rest of it when I buy it.
Yeah. But I'm excited to get the new car because I'm ready to get the boys back involved in doing stuff, like restoring stuff.
Has any of them figured it out?
What's up?
Has anybody figured it out yet?
Figured what out?
Has any of the boys figured out that you've got a car coming? Well, they probably know, but do they know what car?
No, they don't know. They don't even know we got a car coming yet.
Oh.
They have no idea they've sat in it already. But it's very easy to throw them off when they go to see the car and there's no engine in it at all. So
yeah.
But yeah, MJI, he's hooking me up, man. He's doing me a huge solid, and that I can't thank him enough for. I'm really excited because I've like when I first got the last Fox, I wanted a hard top. It just wasn't in the budget at all. So I needed that intermediate car to kind of help me get there, and I found the right deal on one, and the repairs I did and the mods I did were just the right thing to get it to bump up what I was able to get for it to jump me into one. So.
Oh my God! What is that barbecue? Is that F-250 you're talking about?
Holy cow! Ratchet down the car to a U-Haul?
Well, I will say the U-Haul trailers come with nice straps for over the wheels that work.
Tire straps. The U-Haul tire straps are super nice, Laguna. They're really easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to worry about is the chain over your rear diff.
Yeah. And there's ways to use something other than that chain too.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to use the chain. Matter of fact, the straps will probably hold you just fine. But
let me ask: has anybody in the chat or on the panel, have you guys hauled any car on a dolly, like a normal car? And when I say that, a Mustang.
Yes, I have.
How's it work?
Times. I hate it.
Why? I haven't.
I don't like the way they trail. I don't like how they can damage the car that's on them. The dollies can be dangerous.
Every video, everything I've seen, everybody says you should disconnect your drive shaft. I'm like, no.
I'm not a big fan of car dollies. I've used them. I've used them with my son's cars, some of his old cars, and we were just putting a car on one time, and it damaged the car putting it on it.
That's a good idea right there, Laguna. That's a good idea. That prevents scratching probably as best you can.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tow my boss behind a motorhome.
Don't use a dolly.
Flat tow, always, or not flat tow, but get a trailer.
Yeah.
Honestly, the vehicle straps, the tire straps are probably good enough to hold the car, I think.
Most of the time, I never use the chain in the back. But I always have my own straps. So I'd strap down the rear the normal way.
One thing I just thought about, when I get that new car here, I need to go ahead and just have a ceramic kit standing by and ceramic coat that thing like immediately.
Don't do it. Wait a few months for the paint to off.
Yes. But I mean, I need to have it here ready to. Yes, you need to let the paint cure.
Don't ask me how I know.
I think we've talked about
it afterwards.
I think we've talked about this before.
Did you screw up and do it before?
I fixed my door on my truck, and I coated it, and I thought about it after. I probably should let that off gas. Now the paint underneath is, I don't know if the clear is not adhering, or if I tried to off gas, it's changed colors. And I'm like, yeah, something happened. So, oh well, lesson learned.
No, the straps go over the top of the tire.
Are you talking about the straps that on top of the tire that like have like a cradle? They like cradle over top and strap front and rear.
Yeah, it's like it like hugs the entire tire going over, and then you just ratchet the end down. They're really nice. Like it's really nice setup.
They're really nice if you get a good trailer. If you don't get one that they haven't taken care of.
Yes.
I've gotten a trailer like that before, and it was the only one they had left, and I had to use it. So I ended up using my own straps.
I got one. The last one I got. See, so the Sequoia that I have, right? I got to MJI's house for Foxtoberfest because I left my car at his place. And I get out, and my rear diff, my brakes are smoking. And I found out what happened is like the rear seal started leaking. And honestly, I don't think the brake on my trailer was working very well. I felt like I was slamming the crap out of my brakes to stop that thing when I was going out there. But the trailer I got, when I picked it up, it was the only. I didn't have an option. I had to take it. But they had replaced the tongue because the last one been in a wreck. So I was not confident that the trailer was working as it was supposed to. I just told her, you guys better not charge me. I didn't do any of that. Any of the bends you see or the corrective welds, I didn't do any of that. All right, guys. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. But I think Sublime's going to go live here in about.
Negative.
You went live yesterday. Don't even act like you can't go live.
I went live yesterday, exactly. With all the more reason why I'm not going live tonight.
You got to keep it rolling.
Got to keep it rolling. Oh, wait, here, Brailsford. Here's a quick topic for you. So somebody sent me a text saying that YouTube will be lowering their requirements for you to get monetized.
No.
Something where you only need like 500 subs, and then either you had to have like 3 video releases in the last 90 days or 30 days or something like that. And you need to have either 3 million short views or 3,000 watch hours.
Well, you know how hard it is to get those views?
Okay, so here's what it is. I just watched the thing on this. So if you get 500 subscribers, you have 3,000 watch hours in the last year. You have at least 3 videos in the last year or whatever it was, 9 months or 3 months. You can have your fans pay you with
super chats.
Super chats. That's your fans, and you can have memberships and all that. And that is all just another way for YouTube to make more money because they take like 30% of that.
Because you don't get you don't get the ad revenue. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Well, that sucks. I mean, that's how like doing the video. So I do a lot of the videos I love, knowing that they're not going to be like I love them because I love going back and watching them because like stuff I do with my kids, and those are my favorites. But the ones that usually do the best are the informational ones that I do purely for the point of helping fund other things that I enjoy doing.
I actually use one of my shorts all the time. When I go to the Ford dealership, they're like, "What's your VIN?" And I'm like, "Hold on." And I go onto my studio and I watch the short from whenever I did tire pressures and my VIN tag shown. I'm like, "Hold on." And he's like, "What are you doing?" Because he could see I was on YouTube. I was like, "I'm looking up my VIN. Hold up." I showed the video.
What the heck is trying to get in my garage? All right. Well, oh, no worries, Tony. I see. No, and I don't think, especially if you're doing this, like, I don't think anyone should expect. Like, I tell people all the time, you don't have to super chat me. Don't do that stuff. Like, I'm just here to hang out and chat, right? So nobody. I don't think anyone should ever feel obligated to do that kind of stuff. YouTube's supposed to be a free platform, and I'm more than happy. I'm happy to be where I am right now, and just that to even have the opportunity to earn a little bit off of the videos themselves. So, I'm with you, Tony. No worries. But I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I got to get up early tomorrow.
All right, man.
Night.
Thanks everyone for hopping in here. Sorry it took me so long to start up, but that's just how it is sometimes when the kids don't go to sleep.
How dare you?
Right.
Be late to your own live.
Pinks, you going live tomorrow?
Yeah. I guess I got to set that up. I haven't set it up yet.
Well, I've learned that when I actually set one up and I plan it out, then usually they do pretty well. But when I do the impromptus because I'm late, they never do as well. Oh well. All right, guys. I'll probably see you tomorrow, assuming I get home from the gym early enough.
All right, later, guys.
Catch you guys tomorrow.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Appreciate everybody who hopped in here. And I'll see you guys maybe next week. Probably next week. But everybody take care.